This is our 2003 Jeep Wrangler. She's got 167,000 miles on her. She's a manual. She's got straight six in it. Windows work, brand new top, tons of new parts. When we picked this one up, it had a blown engine. It had rust holes everywhere, and it was in pieces. There was water in the fuel tank. I mean, it ended up getting every single item on this Jeep replaced. Every sensor, a full exhaust, and everything. So this Jeep here has the rough country top, which actually is pretty decent top. We ended up putting stickers on some of our less than flawless paint job. We kept the running boards on top of the rock sliders. These are very awesome rock sliders. Only 170 bucks. They're EAG rock sliders. They're awesome. And we ended up putting new fender flares, Mickey Thompsons, and this is a BMW M4 yellow color that we ended up painting it. I'm not a huge fan of the original gold on these Jeeps, but it was just a quick paint job, make it look a little bit better. And I mean, this is just $20 spray paint on the front bumper, but it ended up looking really good. And then LEDs, these are also super bright and not very expensive, very awesome. And see here, we'll pop the hood real quick. This is actually a 2001 Grand Cherokee motor that we ended up putting in here. Painted it up, super nice. I mean, everything on this thing changed over and over again. Well, as you can see, paint. And then, as you can tell, the 2003s actually have the plastic mirrors. 2003s have the plastic mirrors, which are awesome. Way better than the little metal ones, in my personal opinion. You can see better out of them too. And nicer door handles. Still has the steps. And then we wrapped these around, and after putting everything on the underside, and we bought new pieces here as well. And yeah, we ended up pulling a few people out and putting a little bit of dents in it, but I mean, overall, really awesome shape. We painted the entire frame on this Jeep, and as you can tell from the shots, the underside of this thing is immaculate. Very, very awesome. And yeah, if you guys have any ideas about what we can do with this Jeep, we would love to hear them, because we want to modify this one. It's on our list, and it is a very awesome Jeep. So another interesting thing about this Jeep, when we did pick it up, we got this Jeep for only $600. I mean, literally every piece on this thing had rust somewhere or damage somewhere. And I mean, we had to replace almost every panel on this Jeep to get it back in order. And it had been underwater. It had been sold between like 4 or 5 people who couldn't figure out what was wrong with it. It had so many mismatched parts. It was a joke. And the gentleman that called me up was like, "Oh no, it runs great. Nothing's wrong with it." Yeah, he ended up pulling it out with a side-by-side and loading it up on the trailer. The whole story behind this thing was a fiasco. This was supposed to be a quick, get it fixed, and get it out to Drummond Island for a run. And instead it turned into almost a year of this thing sitting and needing to find parts, needing to order parts all throughout the COVID pandemic. And it was quite the debacle. So seeing it running now with all the new parts is very exciting. So now she's ready for round 2 and actually getting modified. So they'll love to see in the comments what you think we should do with this one.
Welcome to Rusted Up.
Please like, comment,
And share.
you guys have a good night.
Sorry.